Glad to have you back. You are still with us here on your parliamentary program, The Gavel, and we continue our look at highlights of events that unfolded this week in the Nigerian parliament. Now, a lot of people are still coming to grasp with the Senate's refusal to consider the president's loan request. It also appears a similar position may be taken by the House of Representatives if things remain as they are. What is clear, however, is that the coming week will be marked by meetings between both arms of government in a bid to resolve this impasse. Now, let's move over to other issues. Committees of the National Assembly have been carrying out extensive oversight visits across the country. Here's a report of one of such visits.
As part of efforts to block leakages in the Nigeria Customs Service, the Senate has commenced a thorough investigation into operations of the Tinkan Island and Seme area commands. The Chairman, Senate Committee on Customs, Excise and Tariff, Senator Hope Uzodinma, made this known during a 3-day oversight visit to the various commands in Lagos. According to him, the committee, with mandates from the Senate, embarked on a fact-finding mission in view of several petitions received from stakeholders on alleged corrupt practices in the service. He added that the Senate will continue to work to help reposition the Nigeria Customs Service and the Federal Inland Revenue Service in view of the need to focus on non-oil revenue generation to fund the country's annual budget.
There is now a national call to duty for all of us, irrespective of where you are and where you are working from, to come up and contribute your own quota so that the economy can be rescued. So our target is to be able to triple the revenue earnings of Nigerian customs in the year 2017. And to be able to do that, we have to identify the obstacles, otherwise the challenges confronting the Nigerian Customs Service, so that once they are addressed, then we amplify or increase, enhance the revenue earning mechanism of the service, so that by 2007, Nigerian customs will be in position to even fund the national budget. There are opportunities, and the traffic is very high, but some of the challenges are also avoidable. So we are looking at all these areas, and at the end of the exercise, we would have strengthened the process of revenue generation in Nigerian customs exercise, and then also boost their profile in a manner that they will be happy and government will be happy. It will be a win-win situation for everybody.
Our lawmakers also focused on other issues in the National Assembly. Here's a look at these issues. As the debate over the loan request of President Muhammadu Buhari continues to rage, members of the South-East caucus of the House of Representatives are insisting that infrastructural projects for the region must be captured in the details of the loan. The leader of the caucus and deputy minority leader said the details of the loan available now are unclear. The caucus says the loan must have geographical spread and be relevant to the current economic outlook.
Details of the terms of the loans that our federal government is about to engage in, the duration, cost and application of the loans are very unclear. Details of the loan utilization must be made available to us to ensure geographical spread and relevance to a current economic outlook with a view to job creation and inclusive growth for all sectors and sections of the country. We therefore insist that as a major part of this country, the Southeast infrastructural deficit must be captured to ensure uniform development and inclusive growth. You know what's called officially? What the president sent to us is like a summary of what he wants to do, and the Southeast is not captured there. Exactly.
Yes, sir.
You understand? So, but the breakdown of it is what we're waiting for. What informed our decision to cry out now is, what if the loan is taken? And then because we don't agree with the loan, we did not say, oh, you did not capture the Southeast in it. That's why we said, if the loan is going to be taken, you have to capture the Southeast in it.
Elsewhere, the House Committee on Health Institutions had a public hearing with different institutions from the sector. The hearing, which focused on a bill and several motions, also provided the chairman of the committee a chance to speak on the financial constraints facing the health sector and the country.
We have a bill for an act to establish the Dietitian Council of Nigeria to regulate the profession of dietetics and for other related matters. And then we have a motion on the need to build public clinics, mobile clinics, along the nation's highways and for other matters connected therewith. Then we have the urgent need for the Federal Ministry of Health to reverse the deplorable state of the stem cell transplantation center in UBTH, Benin, the only center for the cure of sickle cell disease in Nigeria. The fourth one is the need to conduct a comprehensive investigative hearing towards restructuring, reorganizing, refinancing, and repositioning of the National Hospital Abuja for better and efficient service delivery for all and for other matters connected therewith. And then the last, the urgent need for the completion of abandoned projects at the University of Uyo Teaching Hospital to meet the healthcare delivery of Nigerians. I dare say this last issue affects all the teaching hospitals and higher institutions in Nigeria. So it's not really something that is so specific to University of Uyo Teaching Hospital. Most of, because of the economic recession the nation is facing today, capital budgeting has been just about 30% releases as of today. And that has affected generally the issues of capital projects in all our teaching hospitals. And it's a matter that will go beyond this public hearing because we intend to take it up with other relevant authorities to see how we can streamline the number of capital projects in teaching hospitals so that the monies released will be effectively utilized rather than having the money spread out to too many projects.
The House Committee on Federal Road Maintenance Agency also met with officials of the agency over the deplorable state of roads across the country. The chairman of the committee said that Nigerians are worried over the inability of FEMA to live up to expectations.
We need to work closely to see how we can move FEMA forward because Nigerians are suffering. In December 2015, I emphasized in my remark that the routes are very important as far as distribution of goods and services are concerned. So the members of this committee cannot fold their hands and watch FEMA degenerate into a high-sounding nothing. We must appreciate the loopholes and opportunities towards moving forward to the next level. We shall examine the management structure and see if there are signs of diminishing returns or signs that may require surgical operations.
Representatives of oil and gas companies, civil society organizations, and host communities were in the House of Representatives during the week to meet with the Committee on Environment and Habitat. The chairman of the committee said it is an opportunity to discuss and come up with resolutions that will help address environmental problems confronting the country.
Beyond statistics, the current scenario of flaring associated gas, incident of oil spillages, and the discharge of untreated effluents into the canals, rivers, and seas cannot continue indefinitely. We cannot continue to pretend that this does not affect our environment, our health, and our lives. The time has come to address all these issues holistically and comprehensively. This committee is therefore taking the initiative in this regard. This will involve the formulation of a legislative framework for a reviewed national policy on environment in response to both national and global concerns. It will also entail reviews and/or amendment of existing legislations, enactment of new ones, and domestication of pending international conventions, treaties, and agreements.
Now, this is a lot for us to process this week with implications for the week ahead. What will this delay on passing the medium-term expenditure framework document have on the 2017 budget? And will this loan request be approved eventually by the National Assembly? And should it be approved? Well, these questions will be answered in the days ahead. Thank you for staying with us on the program. Let's do this again next week, same time. Till then, take care.